surprised me there. Hello everybody, welcome back to Jesse's Garage. Quick update on the project, not a whole lot of progress. Spent last weekend visiting some family out in Long Island, New York. So didn't get to do this though. So as I stated, not a whole lot of progress, but we'll go over what we have done. In the last video, we were installing the springs and the valves in the cylinder heads. So we got all that accomplished on both cylinder heads, and we got the tappet blocks installed on top of the cylinder head as well. So we're just to finish up the cylinder head is to install the camshafts. So we'll go ahead and do that today and get that done and over with. One of the things that I found interesting with this cylinder head is the tappet block to the actual cylinder head itself doesn't have a gasket. So you use an anaerobic gasket maker, and I'll show you guys that some here. Okay, there's a little red line of material. That is an anaerobic gasket maker. Now, when you're doing this, you don't want to use something like the typical RTV, and that's because the inner section of this tappet block is directly associated to the oil channels, and an RTV kind of gasket over time will degrade, and small beads of RTV rubber plugs basically will fall off into the oil chambers and clog oil passages, and you could possibly ruin your engine. So you want to steer clear of using an RTV type sealant here. I'm not saying you can't, I'm sure some people have very successfully, but the anaerobic style gasket maker doesn't harden when it's exposed. So if any comes off on the inside of the engine, it will remain as a liquid-ish state and get flushed out with any oil changes. When you're installing a camshaft on a cylinder head on a table, you need to make sure that there's enough space underneath the cylinder head for the valves to open as you install the camshaft. Always use lots of lube. If you're using new parts during your engine install, you might want to try out an engine assembly lube. It's a little bit slicker than oil. These parts are well worn in. I don't see a reason to use this material. Always remember to lube your bolts so you get proper torque. This camshaft is already torqued. For this cylinder head, we torque from the center out. And once you get your initial torque setting, you want to go ahead and re-torque to the factory service manual's torque values. So we'll go ahead and do that. Because you always get some little bit of movement once everything's torqued up. So what noise does a witch's car make, guys? Broom, broom. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.